Kilmar Abrego Garcia alive and secure in El Salvador prison, Trump administration says. A Maryland father who was improperly deported to El Salvador is being held at a mega prison there, a State Department official said in new court filings. The U.S. Supreme Court on April 10th directed the Trump administration to facilitate the return of Kilmar Abrego Garcia, a 29-year-old Salvadoran national who has lived in the United States for over a decade. The next day, a federal judge ordered the Trump administration to provide immediate information on his whereabouts. Michael Kozak, a senior bureau official in the State Department, filed a brief April 12th affirming Abrego Garcia was alive. It is my understanding, based on official reporting from our embassy in San Salvador, that Abrego Garcia is currently being held in the Terrorism Confinement Center in El Salvador, he wrote. He is alive and secure in that facility. He is detained, pursuant to the sovereign domestic authority of El Salvador. The Trump administration has provided few details on how officials plan to return Abrego Garcia to the United States despite court-ordered daily updates. U.S. District Judge Paula Shinis of Maryland mandated federal officials submit daily reports on where Abrego Garcia is and the steps officials have taken or will take to return him ahead of the next hearing on April 16th. The Trump administration has admitted it errantly detained and deported him to El Salvador and placed him in the Terrorism Confinement Center, or CCOT, nearly a month ago. They've had plenty of time. He should be here in the United States. It's a 5-hour flight, said Simon Sandoval Moschenberg, co-counsel for Abrego Garcia. The family has asked that officials provide personnel to ensure his safe passage to the plane that will return him to the United States and requested that the U.S. government provide him paperwork to re-enter and remain in the United States. Administration officials say they have no control over his custody, despite previously saying they have a $6 million agreement with the Salvadoran government to house hundreds of migrants the administration has accused of gang ties. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem has also visited CCOT, including when Abrego Garcia was in custody. Salvadoran President Nayib Bukele is scheduled to arrive for a White House visit April 14th after being invited by President Donald Trump. The White House has dismissed the possibility of Bukele returning Abrego Garcia on his plane. In court on April 11th, Shinis, who was nominated by former President Barack Obama, repeatedly pressed Justice Department lawyer Drew Ensign for information on Abrego Garcia's status and whereabouts. Ensign told the judge administration officials hadn't told him more, as Shinis had previously ordered. Federal immigration agents arrested Abrego Garcia, a sheet metal worker, on March 12th after pulling him over in an IKEA parking lot near his home in Beltsville, Maryland, about half an hour outside of Washington, D.C. The Trump administration has accused him of being a member of the MS-13 criminal gang, but has presented no evidence to back up their claim.